What's up, beautiful people? Good morning. Good morning. I am here for our monthly meetup. I am Christy Mack. For those of you that are new to my channel, I deal with lupus. I've been on dialysis. I've had a kidney transplant, and I am here to serve. So I try to come on once a month and just do like this virtual meetup where we can hang out, chill, ask any questions. If anybody comes on, like I want to make this time your time because I know going through like dialysis or even the kidney transplant process can be so difficult and lonely as well because not everybody understands what you're going through. So if you are coming in, as you're coming in, just comment below. Let me know that you are here and where you're tuning in from. It's always good to know like everybody. This is why I like to do this because I want to kind of get to know people on a personal level. Yes, I see you guys on Instagram and I see you guys in my DMs, but we don't really get to interact on a one-on-one basis all the time. And I just thought it would be fun and nice to do something like this. So again, if you guys know anyone that is battling a chronic illness, share my page with them just because I'm trying to do so much for the community. I'm trying to, give my whole experience of what I've been through, what I've been dealing with by documenting my journey in videos. And sometimes, I don't know what to talk about after a while just because I've been through so much. But there's always something out there. People always have a question, and I am all down for me actually making a video answering your questions. So I would love for you guys to partake in that as well too. But just oh yes, I was telling you guys in the community, like my birthday was on Monday. So I celebrated another birthday, another year around, which is a blessing, especially for those of you that know, who know that my situation, like it's a blessing to be alive. And so my husband, my kids, my family, we all went to Hawaii for a celebration. My brother got married. I celebrated my birthday, and it was an absolute pleasure. Hawaii was everything and more. And traveling with two kids, I made a video actually, guys, just telling you guys like how I travel, how to prepare for a travel. That will be coming out soon, so stay tuned for that. But today, like I said, it's just you guys just coming in here. Let's chat. Let me bring up my comment section because all of a sudden that is gone. Somebody comment below for me just so I can make sure that it's all set up correctly. Please just take 1 minute, just say hello, something just so I could see that it's working correctly today. Let me make sure I got everything up here. But yeah, like we were talking about, I celebrated another birthday and I'm just so happy and grateful just to be alive, guys. I mean, listen, God is working in my life and I can't even be I just got to give that gratitude this morning. So again, I just wanted to, pop on here. There's nothing formal about these videos that I do here on the virtual meetups. It's just whatever questions that you guys may have. All right, let's see. Perfect. It is working. Great. Brenda James. Hello, hello. Thank you so much for commenting and letting me know that it is working. How have you been, Brenda? What's going on with you in your world? Let us know. Comment below. Yay! Thank you, Jason. I appreciate it. You have been one of my, supporters from the beginning. So I really, really appreciate that. Thank you. It's working perfectly. Good. So I just, like I said, I just want to come on here and just be that, safe space for you guys. Because sometimes you may not be able to talk to your family, you may not be able to talk to your friends, but at least you have somebody here that understands what you're going through. But I'm just kind of like, in the people say, well, you celebrate a birthday, like what's new for you? We'll get back into me. Let's talk about healing. Oh, I'm so sorry that you're dealing with that. It's tough, right? Like this is the season where a lot of people are going to be getting sick. And we definitely want to take care of ourselves. I don't know what stage. Are you battling a chronic illness? Because like I said, everybody comes onto my channel for different reasons. So some people are like on dialysis. Some people are going through the kidney transplant. Some people have lupus. And some people are just coming on here to support family and friends or just on a health journey through my stretch videos. So tell me, like what stage are you at currently? Um, so Brenda said she is doing better. My prayers are with you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you're doing better. A couple months ago, I was really sick just as well too, and it was really bad. And I felt like it lingered for a couple of weeks. I even had like an ear infection and just like, clogged. And so I know like it's hard to get over an illness, especially if you are battling. I personally take immunosuppressant drugs, so that makes it even 10 times harder for me to overcome like colds and stuff than a normal person. But I bounced back. I had a great doctor. She's not there anymore. I'm gonna miss her. But she was amazing. She told me exactly what to do and just give your body some rest. And that's what we need to do, is just listen to our bodies and we just gotta listen to our bodies. What are some precautions you took when traveling to Hawaii? Oh my God, Jason, I don't want to like divulge everything right here because I literally just made a video last night on this topic. But just like the basics of just protecting yourself when traveling, what I did. One thing that I always recommend to everybody when traveling is just make sure that you have way more than enough medications, because we may say, hey, we're going on vacation for a week. And what if you get stuck, right? What if you get stuck for a couple more days? What if you get sick and you can't leave, or just anything happens? You just want to make sure that you're not messing around with your medications. And another tip, again, like I said, I made a video on all of this, but I just felt like since Jason asked, I want to give him a little something. Make sure that you never put your medications in your suitcase. Like, number one rule, never put your medications in your suitcase. Always put it in like your handbag, your book bag, your purse, whatever that you have, like your carry-on, with you at all times. That's not something to play around with, just because they could lose your bag. Anything can happen and your medication is gone. Right? Now, imagine you go on vacation and have fun with family and friends and you lose your medication. That is like traumatic in its own. So never put your medications in your bag. So that was my tip for you, Jason. But please look out for that video. I'm going to be working on that, editing that, so I can get it out to you guys within the next week or two. You will see that video. And then we got a new stretch video coming out this Sunday. Woohoo! So I've been really trying harder and harder to make sure I'm keeping up with that, because we do need to exercise, guys. I understand that, we are, suffering and we're dealing with so much, but we got to do a little bit of something. And I never do anything strenuous. Everything that I do on my channel is for beginners, because I still consider myself a beginner. I'm not a pro at any means, but I do what I can. Just because I want to live and I want to, see my kids grow up. And I just felt like it's so important that, we do a little bit. A little bit goes a long way. Thank you. I will look out for the video. Perfect. So yes. So back to the celebration of life, my birthday. But some of the things that I really want to work on for this new chapter in my life is, one, putting me first, right? It's nothing selfish that you put yourself first, because if you're not in a good space, if you're not good, you can't help anyone else. And I had to learn that, like, if I'm just not in a good space, I can't help my kids, I can't help my husband, I can't help you guys, right? So I just have to learn to put myself first. And sometimes, not all the time, you would see a video every single week. If I'm tired, I'm not feeling good, I'm not going to stress my body out to do that. But I am here in the comments and in the DMs and stuff like that I'm constantly helping you guys as well too. So I never go on a break when it comes to that kind of stuff. But also just like living life, right? I feel like I lost so much of my life due to being on dialysis. That was a major part, right? But also dealing with when we came up to the pandemic and everything going on, like everything stopped. My whole life was like shattered. I was afraid. I couldn't go. I couldn't do anything. And now at this stage, like I am ready to live again. And I want to be intentional with everything that I'm doing. And so that's why I went to Hawaii. I'm going to Cancun in a couple of months. And my husband and I, we're going to be 15 years deep together come next April. So April, 15 years together, 10 years married. which is beautiful. Because a lot of people out here are not even making it, to that long. And I see so many people tell me like their spouses just don't understand. And I'm not giving spouses any excuses, but it's hard on a spouse, right? My husband is my caregiver. He takes care of me. He takes me to my doctor's appointments. He helps me. He's like my world. And I know it's hard on him. So I also have to keep that in mind, like who he married, like this fun, bubbly, spirited girl that likes to travel and do so much. And I wasn't that for a long time. So he also had to make sacrifices in being there for me. And if you're married too, just recognize that your spouse is making sacrifices, and not every day is going to be joyous for them. But they're doing, maybe the best that they know how to do. And so it's just nice to get back in the routine of things, and it's fun, right? Just like planning things and doing things. And that's what I'm trying to do right now in this new chapter. But I'm also like continuing to journal. You guys already know I have my journals here that you guys can find on Amazon. And I wanted to do journal nights, but you guys did not comment and let me know. Like, did you guys get the journal? So we can kind of do like an intimate journal night. And we can talk about it. We can write, because I feel like it's so beneficial to like put all your thoughts of what you're going through down in a book and to write it out, because sometimes we hold all of that inside of us and we're not able to get it out, because sometimes you can't say certain things because people just don't understand what you're going through. But these books, like one of these books is journal, like God moves when you move. I truly, truly believe that. I feel like, God is here. He's been working in my life, but I have to make the initial steps. I have to move in order for things to actually start to happen in my life. And I came up with this when I was going through the transplant process, and I was so sick and I was going through so much. And I'm like, in order for God to bless me with the new kidney, in order for him to kind of guide me, I have to like make the first steps. I have to get myself on the list. I have to like try. And so this is how this one came about. So this one is God moves when you moves. And this like means so much to me, because my husband and I, when we moved to Georgia, we took a leap of faith. And that was like my tagline. That's my tagline for my life, is when God moves, you move. And I felt like everything that I've done, he's blessed me with so far. So that's what this means. This one is hello, let's manifest, bring thoughts into reality. Some people say universe, I say God, whatever you want to say, whatever pleases you. That's that. And I know some people are going to drop off because I start speaking spiritually, but I'm never going to compromise my beliefs. Let's see what's here. Brenda said, I will try to get back to the stretch. Need to do a little bit. Looking forward to the video. Yeah, you just do what you can do, Brenda. You don't have to do too much. And if you feel like you're in pain, stop, take a break, pause it. That's why it's on YouTube. You just pause it and you do what you can. I just feel like it should never hurt. When you're stretching, it should feel good. And maybe sometimes you might feel a little sore the first time or two, but after a while, if you do this on a daily basis, and I have a whole playlist called the fitness playlist. And there's so many different types of videos that you can do from your chair, one of those stretch balls, in your bed, just like a 10-minute, 5-minute. I just do it all because like even at my desk, I think I did one at the desk for people that are constantly working. So I want to make sure that I'm touching all of our lives at different stages that we may be in. So let's see. Yes, do it. Live life in spite of it all. Exactly. And that's what I'm trying to do, is just live my life. Just enjoy that, because you just never know. I know someone that has battled lupus for a long time and is a big advocate for that, and has went on dialysis and had got a kidney transplant before I did. And, this particular person was thriving, enjoying life, doing so much, and recently just had to go back on dialysis, and it is battling. And that has break my heart to see somebody that was battling for so long finally get a kidney transplant and end up back on dialysis. That is like everybody's worst nightmare, but anything can happen, right? And so as you get better, even if you're not better, and maybe you can't go far, but you could do little staycations, you can do certain things to uplift your spirits. I think that's what it's all about, is doing little things to uplift yourself in those down moments. So Like I said, doing little staycations, just hanging out. Like, what do you guys do? I'm gonna ask you guys now because I feel like I'm just like talking because guys, I could talk a lot. But like, what do you do to uplift yourself? What do you do? Brenda, I know you're on here. Like, how do you make time for yourself? Do you like to journal? Do you like to go for walks? Do you like to go on vacations? Like, what are some things that you guys do to uplift yourself? Comment that below because I really would like to know. Because sometimes when we express like certain things that we like to do, it can help the next person. We don't know who's watching. There's like over 10,000 people on this channel, and sometimes you may say something that resonates with somebody. So never be afraid to comment on my channel, on my videos, because it can help other people, right? So like when I did the stent video, which is the most detailed stent video I think there is on YouTube, but not knowing like how that would impact it, everybody's chiming in and everybody's expressing like what they felt. And when you comment, like I can't comment for a man because I'm not a man. I don't know what it feels like to have something go down my stuff. So there are other men that come on that can support other men. But just because my channel says Chrissy Mack, it's not only about Chrissy Mack. It's about us as a community because I want to help everyone. So Jason says he loves to read, walks in the parks, and vacations. I love a good walk in the park, Jason. I just feel like it's so therapeutic. You're outside, you got that fresh air. I just love a good walk in the park. And to be honest, it's starting to get chilly here in Georgia. And I'm really sad about that because once it gets cold, I hibernate. I do not do well in the cold. Yes, I live somewhere cold, right? I left the hot, beautiful Florida to come here in the cold. Well, the reason for me why I left is because, the heat, the sun was just messing with my lupus way too much, causing way too much joint pains. And coming here, you get a little bit of all the seasons, which is really nice. Let's see. Brenda said 30-minute walks, vacations annually, read, and just rest sometimes. You know what? You're absolutely right. Sometimes you just need to rest. Like last night, for example, my husband, like I had so much stuff to do. You guys know I have you guys, and right after I'm done with you guys, come back on because my husband and I had started a podcast called Impactful Living. And that's where we talk just like personal development, life, marriage, just everything. And I really enjoy that. But last night, instead of me like going to work late last night and do all this work, my husband's like, come watch a movie with me. And I'm like, watch a movie. In my head, I'm like, I got so much stuff to do. And he's like, just come watch a movie with me. And we watched one movie turned into another movie. And it was so nice just to like log off, not like be involved in anything and just watch a good movie. I had a really good time. So I was kind of happy that I took that time to rest. So sometimes we do need to listen to our bodies and just take that moment to just relax because we're constantly ripping and running for everyone else. Even though we battle, right? We still never put ourselves first. We always, because that's like the selfless person in some of us. We just, constantly are there for everybody else. But what about us? What about us? So I love that, Brenda, that you just take time to rest. Reading, I love a good book. That's one thing I do. I love to read. Now, the types of books that I like to read are like business books, finances, things of that nature. I'm just into things, anything business related, that's me. Marketing, all that kind of stuff. Like I'm really, really good into that. I had loved The Richest Man in Babylon. That was like a great book. Even though it has some of those thou art, those kind of like words, but I didn't care. The concept of the book was like really, really good. I do need to do like, I think it would be nice to do like a book club, right? And we read books, we come on, we discuss things of that nature. I think that would be really, really cool. And like you said, vacations annually. Yes. We just have to have some fun times in our lives because again, we don't know how long we're here for. We don't know. We want to be here forever, but we don't. So while we're here, why not enjoy it? Right? So what else, guys? Who else is on? I see a few people actually just came on. comment, say hello, good morning, where you're from, what's going on. We're just coming on. If you have any questions in regards to maybe your kidney journey, your transplant, like I said kidney, but your dialysis journey, your transplant, your fitness, or if you just have any questions for me in particular, this is the time. Okay, guys, this is the time to get those questions answered. This is the time to express any feelings. Somebody pissed you off. Somebody's not understanding what you're going through. This is your time. This is why I created these, lives so we can come together and we can discuss things and get things off of our chest and just have those one-on-one moments. So please comment below and let's chat it up some more. So what else do you guys want to talk about? Like, what are some things that you guys want from me? What are like some of the best videos you guys like? I know you guys like the stretch videos. What else do you guys want from me? I've been throwing in little like shorts, which is like the short videos, because not everybody wants to watch very long videos. But those have been really related to my hair because I get a lot of comments on my hair. Because if you guys have been following me since my lupus days, you guys know I lost all of my hair. And my hair was like this big, I would say, when I started losing it. And it was coming out in chunks. Like if you guys watch that video, you got to go way back in the channel. But if you watch that particular video, like I would go like this and it will come out like to the point, like one day I was washing my hair and you guys will see like the whole front just disappeared, like just gone. And so in that video, my husband literally took because I was going to do it myself, but he took a razor and he like shaved off my whole head for me. It was a very sad moment. I think I probably cried. But your hair does not define who you are. And so now that my hair is growing back, because one of the medications that I was taking, are you guys familiar with Prograf? Not to knock them or anything, but it just didn't agree with my body. And my hair started falling out a little bit. And I was like, oh, no, 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 no. So I had to tell my team, and I was having tremors and I was going through all of that. And so they got me off of that, which was the initial plan anyway, to get me off of that. And now I'm on Debella Infusion. And so my hair grew back nicely and it's like thick and I love it. You'll see me in different styles sometimes, but I actually love this. Let's see what Brenda says. I'm in Buffalo, New York, and you say Georgia is cold. We will make it. Oh, I know where you are. It's cold. So I do, originally from New York, as well. And I have family that's in like Pennsylvania. I still have family in New York. That's a whole another level of cold. Another level of cold that I no longer want to deal with. So I always tell people the furthest north that I'm going to go is Georgia. Never say never, but for me, at this stage of my life, I don't want to go any further north. Like if I'm going to move, I'm probably going to move to maybe like Texas or back to Florida. That's it. Like there's no other place that I have the desire to live. I don't want to deal with snow, right? I don't want to deal with anything below anything. Like it's too cold. Like I'm already stressing about going to the bus stop across the street in the cold. I can't do it for my kids to drop them to school. Love stretch videos. So I will continue to make some more stretch videos for you guys because I think it's important. I think everybody's at that stage where we just want to work on our health as much better. What do you guys think about I don't think I've done too many, like the shorts. I've done food, like what I eat in a day. I've done stuff like that. I've done vlogs, day in the lives. But those are going to be short form. So if I'm going to make those will be short form videos, meaning like the reels and things of that nature, 30-second clips. I love those. Those are quick, easy, and I can get a lot. I could say a lot in a short amount of time with that. Let's see. What does Jason say? Oops, I think this is way too big. Let me adjust this. Jason said, you are an inspiration. I know a loved one that deals with a chronic illness, and you've been very helpful. I'm so happy that I've been helpful and I've been able to guide you and your family. And that's the part that amazes me. Like, I'm like guiding people, right? Like, I'm helping so many people that I had no clue that I would be able to like touch. And just to know that people resonate with me, people like, like me enough to trust my advice and things of that nature. Like some people want me to tell them like, what kind of dialysis should I do? That I can't tell you, right? I feel like if you're going through dialysis, you have to do dialysis according to your particular lifestyle. Right, if that makes sense. Not everybody could do hemodialysis. Not everybody could do at-home dialysis. Not everybody could do, PD. Again, for me, I personally wanted to do, you guys saw my video, I did like, because so many people were asking me, why did I choose like hemodialysis? Because it fit my lifestyle. I just felt like dialysis costs a grip. I don't want to do it myself. Like if it's going to cost me the same amount of money, I'm going to let the professionals do it. And that was one reason. The second reason is because I didn't want my children to see that constantly. I didn't want them to see mommy hooking up to machines. And I'm a grown woman, so let me be real. I didn't want my husband. I didn't want that to mess with my sexual life. I didn't want that to deal with any of that stuff, right? So I just did not bring dialysis home. And that was my reason. I felt like I was young. I felt like I just wanted to separate both. And for some people, it works great for them to do it at home. It's convenient. It works for you. And there's no wrong way to do that because you just have to do what works, like I said, what works best for your lifestyle. I did what works best for me. So I will never tell one person to go towards something. I just say, analyze. Don't let anyone push you into anything. That I would say, because those centers are famous for pushing people into what they feel is best. Because again, they get you out of the chair, they get somebody else that's more money. And that's not going to work. Yes, very helpful. I'm glad I was being able to help you. Thank you. So what else, guys? What else is going on in your world? What were we talking about? We talked about Hawaii. We talked about my birthday. We talked about how I want you guys to start journaling and writing down your thoughts. We talked about, what else? What else could we talk about? Like, my hair journey. It's just so many different things, you guys. Like, again, this is not for me. These sessions are not for me. These sessions are for you. So please take advantage of it. We still have a few more minutes left on here because I do have to prepare for my next show. So if you are married, okay, since you guys don't have anything to say, let's just talk about it a little bit. If you're married, if you're engaged, or if you're dealing with any of that stuff, I want you guys to come on to the podcast today. So in 30 minutes at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, you're going to see George and I come together and we're going to talk about some marriage because there's some things like people are getting married nowadays and they're not staying together. Like I said, I've been together with my husband 15 years. But these are some questions that I feel like people are neglecting to talk about. And so I want to go ahead and we'll bring that on to the next show. So, all right, guys, we still got a minute left. We got a minute or two left. Any other last minute questions before I go today? Anything else? So for next month's show, I will put out a poll and I'll have you guys vote on what day we're going to meet up again for the next virtual live. So if you don't have any questions this week, maybe you'll have some questions next time. Not every month. I know you guys will have questions for me. So again, we're wrapping up here. Thank you guys so much for coming to the virtual meetup. It was a pleasure seeing some of you guys today. I love and I appreciate you guys. I will see you guys on my next virtual meetup. See you guys.